video, I'm going to show you some cool features in Gmail that allows you to save time and stay organized. One of the features is being able to create events while reading your emails. What does that mean? It means, like, for example, if I am reading an email and then I figure out that I need to book a meeting with someone, then all I need to do is click on the calendar, and let's say I'm going to meet with this person at 10 a.m. What it does, it copies the title, the subject of the email, into your event. And then you can carry on from there, add a guest, and set the meeting while you're going through your emails. This helped me a lot on not missing out on important emails, because sometimes I have very limited time to go through my emails and I need to make sure that I follow up with the right people now and then. So I don't need to take notes and then email people later on to organize meetings with them. I can do that while I'm still reading my email. In order to be able to do that, you need to make sure that the feature is actually enabled in your Gmail. So you go to settings and then see all settings, and you're still in the general tab, which is the first tab that it lands on, and you scroll down. You see until you see smart features and personalization. Smart features and personalization in other Google products, make sure that these two are ticked. Once they're ticked, they allow you to do what I just did, creating events, which means invites on my calendar while I'm reading my email. Another good feature is creating labels and filters in your email. To create a label, you go to the label bar, and as you can see at the top, you can show or hide existing labels. Um, and lower down, you go to labels, and then this is where you can create new labels. I'm going to show you what I did with some of my labels. I created labels for attendance. This was mainly when we did virtual school. We used to get an email with attendance after every online session, and at one point it was clustering my inbox and cluttering, sorry, my inbox, and I needed to try to avoid that from happening. I wanted the data to be there, but I wanted to see it only when I needed to. So, for that reason, I created a label called attendance. And in that label, I created sub labels, one for every year group or every classroom I have. And then after I created those labels, creating the label by itself is not very helpful, because you need to manually move emails to that label. What you need to do after that is create filters and blocked addresses that connect to those labels. So when you click on filters, I'll show you what I did with my labels. Um, so I click on edit. As you can see, I fill in the information from, and then the subject, and includes the word. Where did I find this information? Um, I'll show you where I found them when I click to search. When you get the meet after the online meeting attendance email, if you click on this arrow, this is where you find this information. So this is the from meetings no reply at google.com, and then the subject is there, and usually this is the ID of your Google Classroom class, and this is what I copy. I copy the um, meeting data from, and then this is the subject, and then I copy it, and this is what I fill it in my filter. So I go again to the filter. I'll show you what I did with my filters. So this one, so it has meeting no reply and then meeting data from, and this is the Google Classroom ID. So I put it in both subject and includes the words, and then I click continue. After I click continue, what did I want it to do? This is the most important thing, and that prevents cluttering your inbox, is I want it to skip the inbox. So it's not going to show in your inbox at all. And then it's going to apply the label. And then I click on where I want it to be. That was my year 11 attendance. So I want it to be in my year 11 attendance, and I never send it to spam. And then I update the filter. What does that mean? It means whenever I have a Google Meet for that classroom, it's not, the attendance is not going to show in my inbox. It will show immediately in my year 11 attendance. So when I go to my year 11 attendance, I see that all the Meet record is there. I might not need it all the time, but if I do, I have it saved in one place, and that is stored in an organized way. So, this is one way to help you manage your inbox with important messages, but messages that you might not need to attend to straight away. The other way of managing your Gmail is creating groups. Now, creating groups help with emailing, but it's not actually from within the Gmail, it's from another app which is called Groups. When you go to, and this is how it looks like from the waffle, you scroll down, you see Groups. When you click on Groups, this is how it looks like. And then it shows you My Groups. My Groups are all the groups that you are um, uh, part of, a member of, whether you created them yourself or you were added to them as a member. So to create a group, all you need to do is click on create a group, and then you give it a name. For example, I'm going to call it Science Department. Um, and then, as you can see, it automatically gives it group email addresses. If you're happy with this email address, you can keep it, science department at isg.edu.sa. But as we know, ISG has more than one school, so maybe it's better to put BSD science department, um, and then that might make it more specific. Or you can give it any group email that you want, even if it's not exactly the same as the name. Let's say that I created this science department. So this is actually the email of the group. So once I created this group, I don't need to email individuals. I can email the whole group all together using this email address. Now, once I want to create the group, it gives me the option to either anyone in the organization can join, or people can ask, or anyone in the organization can ask, or anyone can join. So depends on the level um, of activity you want in the group. You can keep it only invited users. Specifically, if you're creating this group for specific purposes, then who can view the conversation? Then you decide on the level of privacy you want. I don't want the entire organization to see the conversation. Who can post? Also only group members. Who can view members? Only group members. And then I'm going to click next. Now, then you can add members to this group. You can also add managers to the group. You can send them a welcome message, and you decide on the subscription. Do you want them to receive every email, or no emails, or a digest? So it depends on the purpose of that group. So once this group is created, so I'm going to put create group even though I didn't add anyone to it. You can add people later on. The group is created with an email address, so BSD Science Department, BSD-Science Department. So whenever I want to email the people in that group, I can copy this email and then put it in my send to. Now, in here, this is the group. When I go to the group, and as you can see, it doesn't have any people. I can add people to it as in here, add members. So after you create it, you can add people. It doesn't need to be like straight away when you're creating it. Now, what does this do? Directly add members. If you don't tick it, then you invite people. Then they have the option to either accept or reject. If you put directly add members, they are directly added to the group. So I copied the group email. If I go to my inbox and then I put compose, I copy to put the email of the BSD Science Department. If it has 10 people, it will email those 10 people all together straight away. I think this is what I wanted to show you in relation to organizing your Gmail for today. More to come, so stay tuned to future videos and training.